much information as possible from as many different sources as possible, and then I run up on this. This is just as much a part of the problem as this kid's spine being severed and him dying. The fact that some kid is in jail on a $500,000 bond after he's been charged with a misdemeanor of vandalism, and the people who are being charged with killing this young man have been released on $250,000 bond. That seems to be a little bit, unbalanced as we talk about the scales of justice, right? Mm-hmm. So it's important, man. It's just very, very important, man, that you guys see everything, man. And then one of the things that I heard on Saturday while watching this was people saying it's a shame that we had to burn things down for this to happen. It's a shame that we had to do this. Don't get into that mindset, man. Don't do that.
I don't think they had to, because that girl, what's her name?
Last name's Mosby.
Yeah, she about her business, man.
She's the state attorney.
I don't even think you had to go through all of that. I mean, because here's the other problem. Like when you just all about reaction, and you don't even know the people that are in your government, your local government. You don't know who's capable of doing what. It's like you did a lot of damage, and then all of a sudden, when she come out there and make the announcement, everybody looks in mind, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, thank you, man. And it's like you got to get a system, you got a lot of process to be able to play out. Bottom line.
And even as far as she's concerned, it's like so funny how I like paying attention to perspective, because one perspective was that she spoke with so much authority and she spoke so directly. What I heard was emotion in her voice. I heard someone she's from the community, and it's something that struck her. And then when I heard her story, that's the other thing that happened on Saturday that I'm glad happened.
Story, yeah.
I heard where she's from and who her parents were. And that solidified to me what I heard was right. I felt like that was emotion coming out of her, that she was standing in front of all these black people, and she finally was able to. And here's the other thing, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. Her job is she's an elected official, which makes her a politician as well. You know what I mean? This woman is 35 years old. You understand the career she can build off of something like this going down?
She could be the mayor. She could be the mayor of Baltimore.
Who, by the way, is a black woman as well.
Yeah.
The police chief, a black man. Like, the city pretty much don't get no blacker than Baltimore. So back to my initial point, the fact that you feel in your heart of hearts that you had to do all this vandalism, that you had to burn these people's businesses down. Like in one neighborhood, man, just one CVS where the people who are sick have to go to get their medicine. You burned it down. Now what? Yeah. Come on, man. We got to be better than that. We can't be in the mindset of we had to do this for this to happen. You're in the blackest damn city in the world. Everybody, all your officials black. But, now that's the move now, I guess. Another kid gets shot, you burn that city down. Nah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous as hell, man. And anyone who and the fact that no one, people like D.L. Hughley had the same concept that this had to happen. I'm on your side, Rob. I don't believe it had to. I may be ignorant in that in that matter of fact, but in my heart of heart, I don't believe it had to happen, because the woman who stood up there and said, "I'm going to charge these 6 people," she's one of y'all. She's from there. Her mom and dad were her dad was a law enforcement officer.
She's a fifth generation. She's like a 5th generation
Come
law
on,
enforcement.
Man.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it had to, man. Mm-hmm. I really, really don't.
I mean, then when you hear her story about how the police killed her cousin on the doorstep of her house, because they thought he was a drug dealer.
Yeah. So while the people who write the articles that report the story, and I'm always talking about the authors not looking like the participants and the characters in the story. They heard an authoritative black woman. I heard a frustrated black woman, and trust me, I know what that sounds like. I know good and well what that sounds like. Frustrated and emotional, man. And understanding that she has a very steep uphill climb ahead of her. It's not gonna be easy, man, to put these charges to actually put together the pieces to figure out when and what happened to this young man that caused him to die, and then get 12 people to find 6 separate people guilty of the charges. It's gonna be difficult, man. So anybody who's out there cheering, yeah, calm down. You know what I mean? Because how soon we forget that Trayvon Martin was on this earth at one point. If you want to take it a step, like Casey Anthony, this broad was in the club while her baby was dead. They caught her. They caught her and her mama in so many different lies, and she went home. You feel me? She went home.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So stop the premature celebration. Ain't nothing happened for you to celebrate about. You gotta clean your city up.
Hey, everybody lied in that case, man. Yeah. Like, and that's unbelievable because you know, I mean, the black person could just never get away with anything like that.
This broad was like, yeah, I did the Google search, and you know what happened was I wasn't Googling the poison, I was Googling something for my dog, and I spelled it wrong. And the prosecutor was immediately like, hey, Mom, do you recognize this picture? Yes, it's my work computer. Well, guess what? Yeah, based on you being at work at the time, and we can tell by all the timestamps and your badge for your job that you weren't at home doing that search at that time. Dumbass. But yet she's at home too. No perjury charges. She's at home. Yeah, I'm good, cuz. I'm not celebrating crap. Like, fool me once, I'm good. Because once a dude can hunt a boy down in the streets and murder him like a dog and go home, everything's possible. These people, if I have to assume anything, I'm gonna assume these folks are gonna be back at work in 6 months. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm surprised in the other way, I'd rather be surprised in that way now, where they actually go to jail, than be surprised again by the fact that they go home. That ain't gonna surprise me no more.
But I just think somebody going to jail though. I mean, you know, when you start talking about everything that happened and just in the ride and the paddy wagon, like, you know.
Here's the thing, dog. None of that matters. None of that matters, dude, because this is America, and you win trials by jury selection. Period.
Oh, yeah.
Who got the best lawyer and who picked the best jury? That's how people go home. Ain't got nothing to do with no facts and no damn proof. Please. It's some damn drunk ass house mom, some bored truck driver, some damn, you know what I mean, all these different idiots sitting in, like, the people, what they say, like, you know the jury box is full of idiots because those are people who couldn't get out of jury duty. You feel me?
Right.
So that's who's sitting over there. Right. That's who's sitting over there right now. Like, to me, I think the whole jury thing is antiquated. You know, like, there are enough legal professionals in this world that where you could have like a 5-person council that hears a trial rather than John from Duluth, you know, trying to understand legalese and all this kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. Because then people, what's that dude's name on that HBO documentary? Just have that old dude that killed his homie and chopped his body up, Ray Dirts or whatever they Dirts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Robert Durst.
Yeah, went home, dude.
Yeah.
Went home. He chopped a dude up after murdering him and went home. You know why? Because he was rich, and his lawyer knew how to pick a damn jury, pick fools and idiots that didn't understand what the hell common sense is. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll never be surprised again, dude. I'm not gonna let that happen to me again because I know how I felt that night. That night that I heard George Zimmerman was going home, I know how I felt. I'm not going to feel that no more. I'm going to be surprised on the other end. Like, yeah, they've convicted all 6 of them. Well, damn. I'll be surprised that way.
Right.
Not the other way, though. If they were like, nope, they're all going home. Well, that's America for you. It's what it is. And I'm kind of ashamed that I have to be that I'm that jaded. But that's the way the system is dictated that I be that way, man. Because that really, I'm not a person who's like emotional, but that hurt my feelings, man. When that dude was allowed to kill those people's son, and all they could talk about was this dude had Instagram pictures of weed, and he had a gun on his Instagram. I don't give a damn, man. Whatever. That kid went to the store to get a drink, and never made it home because he wasn't supposed to be. He didn't look like he was supposed to be in that neighborhood. Man, go to hell with that, John. Nah, I'm good. I couldn't understand, Tracy Martin, Trayvon's dad, being as composed as he was. I couldn't understand it, man. And I tweeted it, and I kept saying to everyone who listened to me that dude is a better man than me. I have no problems admitting that. He's a better man than I am.
I mean, it was just, the dynamic and what was going on in his family. Because I read a lot, about that case and that family, and there was just so much going on. There was like, the mama had pretty much given up on Trayvon. That's why he was living with the daddy. It was, just crazy. Senseless death. One of the most senseless deaths in recent American history.
Yeah, and
they got no justice.
We live in America. That's what it is. You know what? So that we don't, we got 4 more minutes. So that we don't, end the show on that note tonight. And take you guys to the weekend on such a somber note. Let's talk about one of Rob's favorite guys in the world. One Jamie Dukes. I got an email today from some of my people, or for one of my people. I guess your man has written he's written a self-help book. Oh, Rob.
Yeah. Frenimals.
What the? Yeah, okay, good. Maybe you can explain to me, because I text back the person who sent me this and the other person that he sent it to. I was like, now, one, I'm pissed that you sent it to me, but then secondly, now I have to know what frenimal is, because that sounds ridiculously stupid. Rob, do you know what frenimal is? Ladies and gentlemen, Frenemal is frenimal. What is it?
It's the people around you, like the people around you that enable you. And then, as he said, it's the voice inside of you that enables yourself, to do things that you shouldn't do.
Yeah, I just got stupider. I just got dumber, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, God. Oh, so anyway, for those of you who want to be more like Jamie Dukes, go purchase it.
Yeah, he hit me up, asked me if I would get the link and tweet it from Sports Games. I was like,
did you?
Sure, Jamie.
Did you do that? Did that happen?
Hell no, I ain't do it.
Oh, because you already know what was going to happen then. I was like, nah, dude, what we get out of it? Hey, ain't nobody riding for free. Hell. In other ridiculous news, while we have 2 more minutes, good. Apparently, if you want to go to our Twitter and see this story, you can. Apparently, a young lady out of Auburn, Nebraska, Alabama, you're safe this time. Not by much, but you're safe. Apparently, she is Rob suing every gay person in the world. Yeah.
Roll down tide.
Not you, Harvey.
She's trying to get paid.
Not you, Harvey. She claims to be an ambassador for God and his son, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
She's suing all gay people on earth.
Mm-hmm.
She submitted this letter, handwritten too, dude. She's so backwards and just stupid. She didn't even type it to the court that she wants to sue.
How much she suing for?
Hell if I know, dude. Probably a gavillion dollars, like some stupid, like Dr. Evil amount that don't even exist. $1 gazillion dillion dollars. It's the most stupid thing. That's why I say, dude, if you want to continue to be on the wrong side of this issue, yeah, let me introduce you to one of your teammates. That's her. Yeah. Have fun. Her name is Sylvia Ann Driscoll of Auburn, Nebraska. Go ahead and look her up on Twitter and Instagram, whatever you want to contact her on, because, yeah, that's one of your teammates. So if you want to continue to be on that, we hate the gays. You want to be on that team? By all means, join the Wacko Club. We're going to sue all the gay people in the world. Like, how you even get what do they call? How you even serve them?
It's the Sports King.
Right.
Like, how you do that? Everyone.
How do you know? I mean, because there's some that you still don't even know. I mean, there's,
Freaking idiots.
I'm
God.
suing the gays.
Anyway, 10 seconds ago, man. You guys have a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, Rob. Happy Mother's Day to your mom and your old lady as well. This is the Sports Kings podcast. I'm Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. And guess what? We're going to see you guys on